Hi, I'm Janice Switlo, and earlier I recorded an episode called Pipeline Woes. And today I want to revisit that and add something to it, given new information that's been made available. And that is this. Remember, they're proceeding on the basis of the Section 35 doctrine. That allows for a pushing aside. But it only allows for a pushing of aside where there is a meaningful economic component or objective to doing so. Now, there's been at least one study released by an economic study, a financial analysis of this pipeline deal that when Trudeau bought the pipeline. And sad to say for Prime Minister Trudeau and the Crown Corporation that's been formed, here's your problem. That study documents that it's not going to make any money. In fact, it specifies that because how it was structured, either unintentionally or intentionally to convey significant subsidies to oil and gas, whomever is going to be using that pipeline, the fact is there will be no possibility of return. Why? Because it was a share deal, not an asset purchase and sale. And as a result, the capitalization, the valuation of the pipeline itself has come in, I think it's like 1.2 billion or something, much lower than it actually is in terms of value. Why does that matter? Because the tariff in terms of using that pipeline, as this expert explains, is based on the value of the pipeline. So they structured it so that the value of the pipeline is severely undervalued, so that there actually is a minimal return. And comparing that to the cost of purchasing and everything else that goes into it, this financial expert says it's going to always be a money loser. So with that kind of expertise out there, and I think there's another study or two as well, but this one's very thorough and was fairly recently released, you no longer have justification. You can no longer infringe under your doctrine because there's no longer any evidence of meaningful economic return. There's no objective. You can say all you want, Mr. Prime Minister, that, this is going to be good for Canadians and this is going to make Canadians money. But when financial analysts point out that, well, if you wanted to do that, you should have done a different way. You should have done an asset purchase. You should have valued it correctly. And then, yes, there would be return. But that's not what you did. So I don't know if it's because you wanted to give some value and subsidy to friends. And I don't want to speculate. The fact is, this is what has transpired. This is what has occurred. You no longer have a meaningful economic objective. Therefore, you can no longer apply the Section 35 doctrine that permits you to move people aside, moving Indigenous nationals aside. So you got quite a pickle there. Thank you.